Joseph Louis Thomas, better known by his stage name, Joe, is an American R&B singer-songwriter and record producer. Early life: Joe was born in Columbus, Georgia and was the child of evangelist preachers. He later moved to Opelika, Alabama during his formative years and graduated from Opelika High School in 1990. Career: 1990s, Joe graduated from high school and continued to sing and write music while working at occasional temporary jobs. Finally, he traveled to New Jersey, hoping to make connections in the music industry. While working at a gospel record store and continuing his music education through a local church, he met producer Vincent Herbert and recorded a 3-song demo tape. He signed to Mercury Records in 1992 and released his debut album, Everything, the next year. This album produced a minor hit for him and he was subsequently released from his contract. Joe also had a song called All the Things that appeared on the soundtrack to the Wayans Brothers film Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. Joe then signed to Jive Records for his 1997 album, All That I Am. This proved to be his breakthrough album, reaching number 13 on the Billboard 200 chart, and number 4 on the US Billboard R&B chart. The hit singles from this album included the top 5 R&B top 20 pop hit All the Things Your Man Won't Do, the top 5 R&B top 40 pop hit Don't Wanna Be a Player, and The Love Scene. Don't Wanna Be a Player, produced by Rodney Jerkins, was also featured on the Booty Call soundtrack, helping its success. All the Time eventually went platinum in the US. Joe remixed a duet by Barry White and Tina Turner called Never in Your Wildest Dreams, and wrote and produced on albums by Ideal, XSCAPE and High Five in the 1990s. Joe also sang on the remix of Big Punisher's Still Not a Player, produced by Nobody, which interpolated Joe's Don't Wanna Be a Player. Joe sang the background vocals on Brandy's track Angel in Disguise on her second album, Never Say Never. Joe appeared on the track Thank God I Found You with Mariah Carey, which appeared on her Rainbow album. This song was released as the second single and came at number 1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. This track also became a hit internationally, helping to raise Joe's profile in other parts of the world. 2007, rise to success. In April 2000, Joe released his third album, My Name is Joe. Produced by Joe and several other record producers including Alan All-Star Gordon, Teddy Riley and Tim and Bob, it received favorable reviews from critics. The album peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and topped the top R&B hip-hop albums chart. It charted internationally as well, peaking within the top 10 in Netherlands and Canada as well as appearing in Australia, France, Sweden, and the UK. My Name is Joe contained 3 singles: I Wanna Know, Treat Her Like a Lady, and Stutter, the first and last of which appeared within the top 5 of the US Billboard Hot 100. The album has been certified triple platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America, certified platinum by Music Canada, and certified silver by the Syndicate National de la Permille d'Édition Phonographique. The following year, Better Days, Joe's 4th album, was released. Significantly less successful, it reached number 32 on the Billboard 200 and number 4 on the top R&B hip-hop albums chart. It featured 2 singles, including Let's Stay Home Tonight, which reached number 18 on the Hot R&B hip-hop songs chart. A critical success, Better Days for a Grammy Award for Best R&B Album, QWHILE Let's Stay Home Tonight was nominated for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. In 2002, Joe did another collaboration with Mariah Carey on the remix version of her first single Through the Rain from her album Charmbracelet. Joe recruited high-profile guests for the And Then album released in late 2003. R. Kelly wrote the songs More and More, and Make You May Baby, both of which were supposed to be on his Loveland album. G-Unit features on Ride With You. The singles from the And Then album included the top 20 R&B hit More and More, Ride With You, and Priceless. A double A-sided single More and More, and Ride With You made the Australian top 40 in July 2004, as well as number 12 in the UK singles chart. And Then reached number 26 on the US album chart and number 4 on the R&B chart. Joe's 6th album, Ain't Nothing Like Me, was produced by Tim and Bob, The Underdogs, Kool and Dre, Brian Michael Cox, and Sean Garrett. The album featured guest appearances by Nas, Fabulous, Papoose, Young Buck and Tony Yayo, and was released on April 24, 2007. The first single was Where You At, written by Sean Garrett featuring rapper Papoose. The video for the single was shot by music video director Billy Woodruff. He was confirmed as one of the judges on Making the Band. Joe performed a cover version of Before He Cheats, a Carrie Underwood hit, as a Pepsi Smash exclusive on Yahoo Music. He changed the lyrics to fit a male's perspective, and titled his version Before I Cheat. 2008 Present, independent releases. Following his departure from Jive Records, Joe released his seventh album Joe Thomas, New Man independently on record label executive Kida Massenberg's Kida Entertainment Company in September 2008. Production on the album was helmed by Brian Michael Cox, Stereotypes, Mac McKinney and Mile among others. Upon release, it debuted at number 8 on the Billboard 200, selling 56,733 copies in its first week. Lead single Ya became the only single to reach the top 40 on Billboard's Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs chart. Only 10 months later, Signature, his second album with Kida, was released. An album composed of ballads written, produced, and arranged by Joe, it debuted at number 7 on the Billboard 200 and number 2 on the top R&B Hip-Hop Albums chart. The same year, Joe released the Holidays albums Home is the Essence of Christmas and Make Sure You're Home for Christmas, the latter of which was released exclusively at Target. In 2010, Joe collaborated with label mate Keith Sweat on Test Drive, written for Sweat's Ride-In solo album. Also in 2010, he released his ninth studio The Good, The Bad, The Sexy. It debuted at number 8 on the Billboard 200 and number 2 on the Hot R&B Hip-Hop Albums chart. Following a short hiatus, Joe's next effort, his 10th studio album Doubleback, Evolution of R&B, was released through Massenberg Media Red Distribution in July 2013. It debuted at number 6 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the R&B hip-hop chart, selling 31,500 copies in its first week. His first release on Massenberg's newly formed company Massenberg Media after the dissolution of his Kida Entertainment. The singer worked with a small group of musicians on the album, including San Francisco-based producer DOA, who contributed a Euro OE I'd Rather Have a Love a Euro and the duet a Euro OE Love and Sagzad Euro. Singer Fantasia appears on the latter, while rapper Fat Joe recorded vocals for the remix of a Euro OE I'd Rather Have a Love a Euro. Rapper Too Short also appears on the album. In March 2014, Joe signed a new deal with BMG Rights Management. His 11th album, Bridges, marked his first album under his new label Played Takeover Entertainment after severing business ties with Massenberg. The first single released from the album was Love and Sex.2, a duet with singer Kelly Rowland. The album debuted at number 17 on the Billboard 200 chart, with first-week sales of 15,126 copies in the United States. Discography. Awards and nominations, references. External links, Joe on Twitter, Joe at AllMusic, Joe at the Internet Movie Database.